Hi, my name is Dipanwita, and I'm the CEO and one of the co-founders of Sorcero. And I'm excited to be speaking to you today about building a vertical SaaS company in a horizontal SaaS world. My background is at the intersection of data analytics, public health, and public health data, where I have operated for over a decade. Today's agenda is as follows. We're going to start off with a little bit more of an introduction to my background and into the background of Sorcero and how we chose our mission. I will talk about the vision for vertical SaaS and draw out some of the contrasts with horizontal SaaS. We'll observe a little bit of Sorcero's journey and how we came to make the choices to be a vertical SaaS company and to be one in life sciences. I will be talking through the pros and cons of vertical SaaS. We'll explore a little bit of how vertical SaaS and domain-specific AI is really a perfect match for the modern enterprise and the modern enterprise needs. And then we'll go through some of the surprises and learnings that I and my team have had in this journey that we've been on the last 4.5 years. Previous to Sorcero, I built digital scientific platforms for the world's largest public health effort. And Sorcero grew out of the challenges we faced in communicating health science. I used to support teams in 20 different countries on the largest drivers of lung cancer, metabolic disease, and interventional surgery. And despite the challenge of very complex and changing science, we were able to transform over 1 billion health outcomes. Today, Sorcero serves leading life sciences companies in transforming how they collect and communicate their most critical scientific and product data. So the challenge really that Sorcero is operating in is at the confluence of communicating complex science to a panoply of stakeholders who have entirely different backgrounds from each other and entirely different requirements from that data. And then also dealing with the fact that the data is stored or is structured in the most complex or hardest to unravel data format, which is unstructured technical language. So Sorcero's mission is to improve patient outcomes through an effective use of the world's knowledge. And I would like to draw out the use of the word use, which implies that we are in the business not of accessibility or of collection or storage inherently, but making sure that all of the data our customers has is usable and useful in driving business critical and eventually patient outcome critical decisions. So software has been on a fast evolutionary path since the 1970s, from mainframes to client servers and PCs. And then for a long time, we have experienced the absolute wonder that is horizontal SaaS, where software companies pick function or functions that are common across multiple verticals and then build a single solution or a single product that works with almost no edit across all of them. This gives them a massive total addressable market where, if they are very successful, they will own a small slice of many of those markets. I want to contrast here between that and vertical SaaS. Vertical SaaS software companies sell comprehensive, cross-functional, mission-critical technology to one industry. So instead of identifying a single use case across every industry, they teach themselves absolutely everything about the mission critical functions or workflows in a single industry, and then build a solution to address those mission critical challenges. So why should they do that? And why is this important? What we have seen for a while is horizontal SaaS has also been driven by the crazy growth in massive cloud provider app ecosystems, where the largest tech companies in the world have been investing heavily in monetizing large and broad enterprise opportunities and challenging, and thus also challenging the role of enterprise horizontal SaaS. So startups who build horizontal SaaS applications on the cloud infrastructure provided by large tech companies often also end up with something that is just simply not as defensible and easily commodified. So you'll find the fast follower much more quickly be able to have a new product with incremental feature improvement. And sometimes that is enough to take the first company out of the market. This commodification of much of horizontal SaaS has led to this opportunity to build a vertical SaaS company, whereby being very specific and very deep within an enterprise's workflow, it makes it harder to replicate and easier to defend. So this is how I capture, or how I would capture, the vision of vertical SaaS. The first part of that vision is focus. Where a software company is focused on owning a single market with a suite of mission-critical products rather than having small shares across a number of markets. Number two, in the vertical SaaS extends itself through the value chain and through an interlinked set of use cases for a single market, which means that vertical SaaS players develop their second product years before their first slows down. In Sorcero's case, we see that in our first vertical SaaS product having gone to market in April of 2021, and then our second went to market in May of 2022, well before our first product had fully matured, and certainly well before it had slowed down. We also see that the best vertical SaaS companies take a layer cake approach to product and always have a product suite so they can always expand their offerings. Our product suite, for example, presents our customers a choice of interlinked applications that address various use cases across their teams and are also feeding from the same data and feeding back into that same database. So we're ending up with a set of interconnected applications that are benefiting from the network effect, lower cost of acquisition, higher lifetime values. And last, but certainly not the least, winning the category looks entirely different in vertical SaaS, where we typically find only one or two companies dominating the market, trading breadth for market share and depth. And here again, a deeper understanding of a customer's persnickety workflow, the specificities of the analytics they need, the peculiarities of the integration or the security requirements or the regulations governing their space, makes it possible for one or two or sometimes three or four companies to dominate the market instead of looking at hundreds or sometimes even thousands. So how did Sorcero get here? The way Sorcero got to vertical SaaS is by, first, the three challenges that led to Sorcero's being founded. First, is recognizing the rise in unstructured healthcare content, which in 2018 was growing at a 36% CAGR, and the inherent crippling challenges that posed for an industry like life sciences that needed to consider all of that content at scale to drive critical decisions. Number two, the technical breakthrough that was required for Sorcero to be real. And that is not only large language AI, but also transfer learning models that allow us to tune to domain specificity. And last, we are seeing a set of industries that are not just experiencing growing data needs, but they're also experiencing increasing data regulations. This combination of more data-driven decision-making, but more regulation creates these really great markets for companies like Sorcero and others to build something of great value. But we didn't start with life sciences only. For the first 3 years of our life cycle, we tested out a number of markets, including insurance and healthcare. And what we discovered was not only life sciences the best vertical market for us, the team within life sciences that most needed what we were bringing to the table is medical affairs. Medical affairs is a little bit like the product management team in a tech company, but for life sciences, they own the scientific and clinical data delivery mission where they're delivering all of the safety and efficacy data, backing their products to healthcare and insurance in an $11 trillion market. Albeit the team has been around for about 30-ish years, they are only today and moving forward, rising in prominence, in power, and in budgets. But while they rise and grow, we're also seeing that they do not have any fit-to-purpose tooling, analytics, or workflows to support that mission. And that is why Sorcero exists. And that is how we went from a suite of agnostic tools, infrastructure, and AI services to having a vertical SaaS product suite aimed towards medical affairs and to the life sciences market. Another reason this is an exciting space for vertical SaaS is because enterprise health data is vast and messy. And that makes it perfect for domain-specific AI that is learning different unstructured data types, and that is also delivering value by making that data more usable and accessible through a set of very specific analytics and workflows. If you look at the data prevalence in this market, we can see that 65.4% of all of the data is in documents. That inherently makes it dark data, aka not that easy to get to access, to use, to understand, and analyze at scale. At the same time, what is contained in a document is domain specific, and how these documents are accessed and used and shared is also very specific to the enterprise and to, in this case, life sciences. So we're seeing again the combination of enterprise health plus domain-specific AI plus unstructured data type, and of course, within a very specific workflow that is custom designed or fit to purpose for life sciences. So with that background, Sorcero is focused on eliminating manual reporting and bringing to bear powerful and analytical tools via our Clarity platform workflows and AI analytics. So while we have a full end-to-end infrastructure base that supports our many business applications, our business applications are being used by non-technical subject matter experts, aka the medical affairs teams in pharma. Another twist that we find here is that vertical SaaS, when combined with domain-specific AI, is perfect for the regulated modern enterprise of today. And here again, you can see that there are three key components. You have workflow, where vertical SaaS companies deliver value to their markets by serving up solutions within very mission-critical and industry-specific workflows. Second, vertical SaaS brings to bear domain-specific AI, which focuses on delivering precision processing of industry-specific data by learning specific workflows from for insight generation. And third, what is good data? Where enterprise AI meets vertical SaaS, it becomes an inextricable part of the customer's value chain with domain-specific workflows and data processing that unlocks messy enterprise data, and it augments mission-critical decision-making. These three layers, this layered approach to enterprise architecture is really what can unlock the technical aspect or the infrastructure aspect to enterprise vertical SaaS. When deploying AI into mission-critical workflows, knowing what is appropriate for the industry you are serving and the level of risk is the secret to a successful product. So there are three levels of AI deployment. End-to-end automation, which is appropriate for low-risk tasks where AI has high accuracy. Augmentation, where the AI service and human operator work together with the human having final control. And decision support, where key data or visualization are served up contextually to a user. Knowing which of these three types are right for the mission-critical workflow enables customer adoption and deep domain expertise. So let me walk you through one of the applications we support, pharmacovigilance. Pharmacovigilance is not always well understood, but it is an incredibly important task for drug companies as they have to monitor constantly, globally, for potential safety issues happening from the use of their drugs. It is a huge challenge because it both needs a massive data review, but missing even a single safety report isn't acceptable. Sorcero's AI is incredibly accurate, but even at over 96% accuracy, it isn't fit for end-to-end automation. Instead, by shifting the focus to augmenting the process, that is unifying data and identifying documents 90% faster with less effort than manual reviewers, you could improve human accuracy while letting medical reviewers have the time to evaluate each safety report, leading to better safety reporting and surfacing problems earlier, which can save lives. As I wrap up, I want to take you through some of the surprises and learnings from our journey over the last 4 years. First, life sciences is incredibly ahead and behind other industries in adopting technology. While there have been vast investments in AI-powered drug discovery, there has been comparatively little in operational efficacy and efficiency. So this gives us an opportunity to lean into those weak spots with incredibly powerful, well-thought-out, smart vertical SaaS companies. Next, domain-specific AI can achieve much higher accuracy than general domain AI due to it being targeted to a problem space. And mind you, domain specificity of AI is going to be absolutely essential for anyone who wants to use AI-powered products in this space. Third, vertical SaaS is not still that well understood by many investors who are still focusing on unencumbered growth in a horizontal manner. But many of them are coming into loving vertical SaaS, and I'm starting to have some really, really great conversations as we grow. Number 4, go global fast. Many verticals have major clusters outside of the United States that are hungry for technology and willing to invest. Don't think that North America is where you need to be for the entirety of your first 4 or 5 or 6 years. Last, pick a vast vertical. Life sciences is the highest margin business in the world with a $2.4 trillion in revenue every year. Healthcare is at $11 trillion. These markets are not small, and they are massive in depth. Thank you for your time today. At Sorcero, we are thrilled to be building a vertical SaaS company and supporting better patient outcomes. And I hope that I will have been able to inspire you to start some excellent vertical SaaS companies of your own.